Okay, I want to show you the basics of Microsoft Excel. Now, there's a couple ways you can actually go into the Excel program after it's been installed. You can use an icon from your desktop. Now, I use Excel so much that I have an icon on my system tray. Later on in one of the videos, I'll show you how to add an icon to your system tray, or even add an icon to the desktop for that matter. And then we can also use the Start menu, which is probably the most popular way. I'm going to pick on the Start menu, and then I'm going to pick on All Programs. We're going to go down to the folder that says Microsoft Office, and then we're going to pick Microsoft Excel. And now we should be into the Excel program, as you can see. Now, if you've been using Excel for a long time like I have, when you first go into Excel 2007 or Excel 2010, you can see that the interface is quite different. So that's what this first video is going to be about, introducing you to the interface and some of the differences. First of all, you can see we have different menus. So it used to be always File, Edit, View, Insert. Now you have different menus. Now you have Home, Insert, Page Layout. And then the way the menus works has also changed. It used to be when we would pick on Insert, the commands would kind of fall in a column like that. But that's not what happens anymore. I'm going to pick on Insert. And notice how you have all new commands on your toolbar. So watch again. We're just going to pick on a different menu, and now we have all different commands on the toolbar. So that takes some getting used to. By the way, the menus are now called tabs. You can use those interchangeably, either tabs or menus. And then the toolbar is now called the ribbon. All right, so we can use either of those terms. Now, notice how we don't have a file menu. So to get to your file commands, you're going to click on this icon over here. It's called the Office button. So I'm going to click on that. Now, everything that used to be under the File menu is now under the Office button, as we can see. So I can do New, Open, Save, everything that used to be under File. So now another thing that's under the Office button is this guy over on the right-hand side. This is called the Most Recently Used list. Now, that's going to show your most recent documents, and then you can just click on one of those, and now that document would open up. So it's kind of a quick way to get to your most recent documents. They have enhanced this. They used to go up to 9 files. Now it goes up to 18 files. So I do like that they've increased the size. Here's another option. You have these thumbtacks over here on the right-hand side. When you click on one of the thumbtacks, it turns green, and what happens there is then we can see that file even if we haven't used that file recently. It'll always be on the most recent used list when it turns green like that. To turn it back to white, we can just click on that, and then it turns back to white. Another thing that's under your Office button is the Excel options over here. It used to be under the Tools menu and then Options. Now it's going to be under the Office button, and then you get to your Excel options. Perhaps in a different video we'll talk about the different options, but at least now you know how to get into that. I'm going to close that window. So the Office button, you can see, is going to be widely used. Another thing that's brand new here is the Quick Access toolbar, which is up here. The Quick Access toolbar is always going to display on the screen, and what you do with that is you're going to put it in your favorite commands. So let me show you how you're going to modify that. You can click on the pull down next to the Quick Access toolbar. Now these are really popular commands. If they're checked, that means they're already on the Quick Access toolbar, and if they're not checked, you can just check that, and then you can see that new icon is up there. So that's one way. Another way is you're going to click on this pull down next to the Quick Access toolbar, and then we're going to pick on More Commands. And then basically every possible Excel command can be added to your Quick Access toolbar. Now actually I'm going to pick on Reset here. And when we pick on Reset, it asks us if are we sure we want to do that. I'll say yes there. Now this is the way the Quick Access toolbar looks after you install Excel for the first time. So now I can just pick on any one of these other commands. Like I do Insert Rows a lot. I'm going to pick on Insert Rows and pick on Add, and you can see how that's now on the Quick Access toolbar. Or maybe I do Insert Columns. So I'm going to pick on that and pick on Add. Now to change the order of those, you can pick one of those and then move them up or down with these arrows over here, as we can see. Right now, this is showing the popular commands. So these are commands that are pretty widely used. I probably would use paste special up there, maybe the quick print on my quick access toolbar. We can add as many as you wanted to. Now I'm going to click on this pull down over here, and now I can pick on something that's called all commands. And then literally every possible Excel command can be added to your quick access toolbar, as we can see. Alright, there's hundreds of those. You can add as many as you wanted to. I'm going to click on OK. And you can see now the quick access toolbar has the icons that I selected. Another way to add things to your quick access toolbar is the following. As you're going through these menus, if you see a command that you like for example, I use bold all the time. So I'm going to right click on bold. You can right click on any icon and then say add to quick access toolbar. And now you can see that icon is now up there. So those are ways to modify your quick access toolbar. Notice on your menus, you don't have a help menu. So where do you find your help at? You're going to go over here and pick on the question mark. Now, I do believe that they've made this, they made the help screens easier to use than they have been in the past. So you can search for a topic down here, or I can go over here and type in a specific topic. And then, you can start to get more help from there. So the help screens are not bad. Of course, I don't think they're as good as these videos, but the help screens are not bad. To get to help, you're going to use the help over there. Now, another thing that's different about the new version is down here. This is called the status bar. And really, for the first time ever, we can decide what's going to be on the status bar. What you're going to do is you're going to right-click on that. I'm going to right-click on my status bar, and then you can pick and choose what you would like to see. So, for example, I have caps lock on, so that what that means is when I hit caps lock on my keyboard, then that'll show up on the status bar, and num lock. So you can just check those or uncheck those by clicking on it, as we can see. And I like these ones down here, the average, the count, the sum. So let me show you what all those mean. To get that list again, I'm going to right click on my status bar, as we can see, and then you just click anywhere else to put that away. Notice down here that I'm going to hit the caps lock key on my keyboard, and notice how it tells me on the status bar the caps lock is on. So I turn that feature onto the status bar, of course. Now I just turn caps lock off. Now also, if I highlight some numbers in my spreadsheet, then notice what it gives me. It gives me the average of my selected numbers, the count, and also the sum. The sum is over here. So those are other things that I added to my status bar, as we can see. Let me show you one more feature. I'm going to highlight some cells over here. The new version of Excel has something that's called the preview mode. So if I click on this pull down, then I'm going to pick on a different font size. And notice what it's showing me. It's showing me what that font size is going to look like even before I pick it. So that's called preview mode. I really like that. It's going to show you what the change is going to look like before you actually choose it. Let me show you another version of preview mode. I'm going to click on this pull down for the font color, and then watch my screen as I'm moving across these. Notice how it is changing the color. But it's just showing me that in preview mode so I can see what that's going to look like. I think that's a very powerful feature. So those are some new features of the Excel 2007 interface.